Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Survival Specialist. Here we are with some very exciting news. The Tainted Earth Update 8 of Surviving the Aftermath is out, and I just installed it. We're not gonna play the game just yet. This is a video where we get to look at the update notes. So let's go ahead and click on this. And yeah, it's called Tainted Earth. I mean, what an amazing name, right? I feel like these guys do everything right, and some of the changes I've seen are amazing. I'm going to leave the link in the description for the video where they talk about the changes in this update in the description, guys, so you can click on that and see what the developers talk about the changes. But let's talk about it here as well. So let's go through what's new. Tainted Earth, our biggest update yet, adds depth by connecting old features and adding a ton of new layers to surviving in a harsh environment. Pollution from deposits and certain buildings is now a serious threat. Water system has been upgraded to a deeper and more interesting one. The elusive components can now be manufactured from rare metals, and a slew of improvements have been added to fields, items, production, and more. That's great. I mean, the components bit is even better. If you have been following the series of our Surviving the Aftermath, you might have seen that we were actually struggling with the components right now. I'll leave the link for the Surviving the Aftermath series in the top right corner here, guys. You can click that and it will take you to our series. Let's see. Pollution. Pollution deposits now spread their harmful effect to buildings and people alike. Some of your own structures do this too. So plan your colony accordingly by using the new pollution overlay feature. Colonists and maintenance depots can also decontaminate buildings as needed. Oh, that's pretty cool. So you're going to be able to direct your colonists, I'm assuming, from the stockpile and from the maintenance depots to those areas of pollution. And if you look in this figure, guys, in this picture, you will notice that they have this other button that you click on and it shows you where the pollution is, kind of like that feature that I was talking about, how if you had an overlay for seeing the animals, for seeing the harmful animals that may attack your people, they've added that for pollution, and they've advanced the pollution, which is pretty cool. So I haven't played the game yet, but from the videos I've seen, it kind of merges as well over time. It spreads over time, and so you need to deal with it more. Okay, that's going to be very interesting. I wonder if, like, I've been building the the place where you store nuclear active substances outside of the city. So I'm guessing that will probably add to the whole pollution thing. We'll find out. I'm really curious to find out about that. That's going to be an added difficulty to the game, and hopefully that will help make the game even more interesting than it already is. Water 2.0. Let's see. Water is now divided into two categories: clean drinking water and water used for buildings, which actually makes sense, which is mostly what we have in our houses, don't we? New buildings have been added to offer more options to produce and distribute the vital liquid. Okay, so pumping stations, right? Clean water storages service your colonists as before, while water towers distribute water to buildings like greenhouses and mess halls with their area of effect. It's fucking brilliant. They just keep adding layer upon layer of reality. That's why I love this game so much. That's why I like these guys very much. All right, let's see. Rare metals and components. Players are now able to produce their own components within the colony. Great. A magnetic separator can be built on top of rare metal deposit. Oh, so there's going to be a rare metal deposit in addition. And the resulting products delivered to an electronics factory. Oh, I'm reading all of these and I'm thinking energy consumption, more solar powers, more wind turbines. Let's see. These late game buildings will ensure the long-term success of the colony in the aftermath. Okay, so this is going to be in the late game. All right. Let's see. New icons and work area improvements. Buildings and work areas have received a major quality of life update. The new and cleaner 3D floaters have been added, and work areas especially have been improved. So I think the floaters that they're talking about are these things, kind of signifying what is taking place, I suppose. I'm not entirely sure about that. One thing that I've seen in their video, in the developer's video, was that it tells you, for example, the total. If you move the stockpile to some place, it tells you, like, for example, how many planks there are in that particular area, so that you don't have to independently click on each separate resource to see the total. You know what I mean? You don't have to calculate it yourself. It just tells you, which is pretty awesome. The new banner in the center of the area can now be moved without going to the building's menu, and the area displays how many resources are still left inside it. The new banner in the center of the area. Oh, I see. So there's going to be a larger banner thing that you place when you're choosing an area to collect the resources from. Can now be moved without going to the building's menu. Where do you go? You click on it then. Okay, the area displays how many resources are still left inside it. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, not only it tells you how many there is to begin with, but it shows you the amount as you go. I understand. That's useful. So you don't have to check. Like, I constantly have to check. Now you don't. Wonderful. Other improvements. There are too many new additions to list, but here's a few good ones. Aqua farms has been added for growing fish. I feel tickly on the inside. That's just fantastic. I mean, they're good. They're good. I'm gonna hand it over to them. They're good. And also in the video, they're talking about how this is not just a positive thing. It also adds pollution to your lake. Field fertility is now calculated per tile basis, and new colonist items such as durable clothing and weapons have been added. Okay, durable clothing and weapons. So different types of clothing, I'm assuming, and different types of weapons. And field fertility is now calculated per tile basis. So where you place the field determines its fertility. Yes, I remember this from the video. You could now place the fields on those barren lands that were like yellow, that you couldn't grow anything on it. But obviously that reduces fertility, right? So you have to still place it in a good spot. Okay, kind of, I suppose it allows you to manage things. If it's just like the corner of it, then it won't stop you from placing your farm, which is good. Production limits can now be set per item type, and the game features new reputation-dependent society events. Population production limits. Okay, so we have production limits. Does that mean we have use limits as well? No, we don't have that. We can use as many as we want, but we can say the maximum number I want is this much. That's useful, especially they were showing in the video how they do that for the tailor and the tools shop, which is exactly what we've been encountering as well. If you remember from the series as well, I've been unemploying people after we reach a certain number of clothes and tools. And as a matter of, in our latest video, we ran out of metal because we had the tool shop working for too much. But that's all right. We're going to be collecting the metal, and we have tools now. But you won't have to deal with that anymore, which is awesome. And then, what is this? The game features new reputation-dependent society events. So I'm assuming those are going to be like random events that we've been getting, which gives you happiness, I'm assuming? Or I'm just thinking too small here. I don't know. We'll find out about that. But, man, this is exciting. I can't wait to get into this. I'm going to try to shift my schedule around a little bit, guys, and I'm going to try to release a Surviving the Aftermath video as soon as I can. But yeah, this has been really good. I'm really excited, and I hope that this video finds you well, and it gets you as excited as I am. This is it for the moment, guys. Until next time, you stay alive.